Live from WDTV Studios, this is WDTV 5 News at 6, keeping you connected.
I was also told today my health insurance is gone. I had a colonoscopy scheduled tomorrow at UHC. I just had to cancel it because I have no health insurance. So I don't know what I'm going to do.
What you just heard was part of our interview with a man 1 hour after he learned he was laid off from Fairmont Regional Medical Center. WDTV's Josh Krupp is following this story. Josh, how many other people have lost their jobs today?
Cynthia, in total, 25 people were laid off from Fairmont Regional Medical Center. It is owned by Electo Healthcare Services. You may remember that they are also the owners of Ohio Valley Medical Center in Wheeling and East Ohio Hospital in Martins Ferry, Ohio. Now, these two hospitals announced they were beginning plans to close completely last month. Now, the employees who are now no longer employees at Fairmont Regional fear their facility may be next.
Caught me off guard completely. Shocked. Everybody was shocked.
Todd King was one of 25 people who went to work here at the Fairmont Regional Medical Center Wednesday. Good evening. We begin with new information tonight. 6-year-old Josephine Kraft was found safe in Mexico City after she was missing for nearly a month.
Good news. She was reported missing on July 20th after her biological mother, Elizabeth Shirley Murray, didn't bring her back to her custodial parents after her scheduled week-long visitation. WDTV's Mariah Congito is live at the U.S. Marshal's office in Clarksburg. Mariah, you spoke with her parents today and the U.S. Marshals. How are they all feeling after a successful recovery?
Good evening, Josh and Cynthia. A great day for everyone involved in her search efforts. The call that she was found came in late last night. Her parents, Miranda and James, made their way to New York this morning as they picked her up when she got off the plane.
I just didn't see that one coming.
6-year-old Josephine Kraft found safe Tuesday night in Mexico.
First at 6, our first story tonight is a developing story of explosive allegations against the Clarksburg VA Medical Center. WDTV's Josh Krupp has been following this story today and talked to the lawyer making those allegations. Josh, what are we learning tonight?
Cynthia, essentially this claim right here says this death could have been prevented, but it also says there were as many as 10 other deaths recently at the Clarksburg VA similar to this homicide. The Lewis A. Johnson VA Medical Center in Clarksburg, West Virginia. For 5 News, I'm Josh Krupp, keeping you connected in Harrison County. We reached out to the Clarksburg VA spokesperson earlier today. He responded right before our broadcast and referred our questions to the Office of Inspector General. We did reach out to officials there.
Disturbing allegations, Josh. What's next in the legal process?
Well, essentially, this claim serves as a 6-month notice to the federal government for an impending lawsuit. The lawyers say it could take as many as 18 months for it to go to trial. That's if the government doesn't settle beforehand.
All right, Josh, thank you very much. We will continue following this story and bring you any more developments as they come into our newsroom.
We start off this evening with a severe weather alert. Mon power crews are working right now to turn the lights back on throughout the area. We're seeing trees down all over the place. All of this as a result of some quick moving storms that rolled through the area earlier this evening, and we're just getting started. Let's take a look at that Mon power map. You're looking at downtown Fairmont right now where they are seeing several outages. 27% of Marion County is in the dark right now. There are 1,000 customers in Wood County who are without power right now. We're seeing some outages starting to pop up in Ritchie County as well, but we want to check in with Colleen Campbell, who is tracking these storms in the First Alert Weather Lab. Colleen, what else can we expect throughout the rest of the evening? My goodness, can you believe it's already time to go back to school? Kids, summer is almost over, but it's not over quite yet, and our Colleen Campbell is outside enjoying this summer day at Sheet Lake's Crab Shack Kariba. Colleen, how's it looking out there tonight?
Hey Josh, this is what I'm talking about. I'm telling you, it just gets better and better every week here at the lake.
Now, we were following these storms as they rolled through the area last night. Meteorologist Timothy Albertson was out there in the immediate aftermath of that. Some really healthy and heavy trees fell down, and it was a microburst.
Yes, that's right. It was a microburst, which was basically just a large rush of rain-cooled air coming down to the surface. And believe it or not, actually, because I live up in Fairmont, half that damage was sitting in my front yard when I was out there. So let's take a look right now at the sky cam. Speaking of Fairmont, well, you're seeing basically just partly cloudy skies, not a whole lot of activity going on.
The only national holiday we're celebrating today.
It's not the only national holiday. Our friends at Papa John's have been so nice to give us a pizza on National Cheese Pizza Day. Folks, this is my favorite day of the year.
I got a
Cheese
joke
Pizza
here.
Day.
What is a pizza maker's favorite song?
Tell us.
Favorite song.
Slice, slice, baby.
Slice. I was going to make a joke, but it was too cheesy. Oh my
Eat
goodness.
up.
Guys, we're going to be here all night. Is it
I
going
like
to be
Papa
dry
John's
tonight?
because they give you a little pepper with it too.
A little pepper?
I think you
little
should
garlic?
eat that, the
Yeah.
pepper.
It's going to be dry tonight?
Dry, yes.
Okay.
But rain on the way for tomorrow.
Submitting those videos, and that was awesome.
$5,000 can get you a lot of cheeseburgers, Carly.
In college especially.
It is National Cheeseburger Day, and our friends at the Jag Beer Burger Bowery in Fairmont have provided us with this amazingly delicious creation. Folks, you know I love Tasty Tuesday. It's Wednesday here. Look at this. Colleen, you don't like cheeseburgers.
I'm not a
You're not a big
cheeseburger
meat
gal.
person, but you like
No.
the weather. I'm going to dive into this, and you tell us what the weather's going to be like. What do
Okay.
you say?
All right. Well, the weather's not as juicy as that burger is, but
It's Friday, and many of you may be getting ready to fill up your tanks for a weekend trip. But where can you fill it up for the cheapest? Let's take a look around our area at the average gas prices right now in Harrison County. That's one of the most expensive in our area, averaging out at $2.65. Want to move south to Upshur County. They're ringing in at around $2.61 a gallon. Marion County sits right in the middle at around $2.59 every gallon. You're going to fill up your tank, but we find the cheapest gas over in Doddridge County. Folks over there are filling up at the pump for an average of $2.48 a gallon.
Live from WDTV studios, this is WDTV 5 News at 6, keeping you connected.
Now on 5 News at 6, surveillance video has been released in 2 separate crimes in north central West Virginia. We'll bring you the details on how police are asking for the public's help. And police are investigating a string of car break-ins in Buchanan. We'll tell you what they know so far.
it was yet another hot day out there today and not completely dry. We have those rain chances carrying into tomorrow, and I'll tell you more on 5 News at 6 p.m.
We start off tonight with a breaking news alert out of Barber County. A crash this morning killed 2 people and sent 3 others to the hospital. WDTV's Josh Krupp has been at the scene all day long and joins us live with more.
Cynthia, good evening. To get a sense at just how serious this crash was here on Route 250, it happened around 9 a.m. and crews just reopened the highway here about 45 minutes ago. We know there were at least 4 vehicles involved. One of them was a dump truck that we saw knocked over on its side that appeared to be hauling gravel. Another vehicle that was smashed up was towed away from this scene with a blue tarp draped over it. This wreck happened right between Philippi and Beelington here on a sharp bend on Route 50. This is just past the Barber County Fairgrounds. 3 people that were hurt in this crash were flown from the fairgrounds to Ruby Memorial Hospital. We don't know how seriously they were hurt. A man who lives nearby says he had a feeling this crash was bad.
On the driver's face, that what they were bringing out was the bodies. And that was only 2, and that was 3.5 hours after the accident. So I imagine, can't get down to it, it's pretty bad.
Again, 2 people are dead, 3 others seriously injured in a crash here on Route 250. No names or a cause have been released just yet, but as soon as investigators pass on information to us, we will pass it along to you. Live in Barber County, I'm Josh Krupp, keeping you connected.
Thank you so much for that report, Josh. We will bring you more details on Fox 10 at 10 and 5 News at 11. Moving ahead, another breaking news alert. Mark Hart, a man on the run from police, is the main suspect in a vehicle theft after troopers say he was spotted on security footage, allegedly stealing another vehicle, this time in Monongalia County. Troopers say security footage shows him who they believe is Hart, stealing a 2009 Chevy Avalanche from Finish Line Motors at around 4 o'clock in the morning. They go on to say that Hart allegedly ditched the vehicle that he used to get away from police in Preston County on Tuesday and stole the new one this morning. Hart has warrants out for his arrest in Marion, Preston, and Monongalia counties. If you have any information about Hart, you're asked to call West Virginia State Police at 285-3200. A developing story now out of Upshur County. West Virginia state fire marshals are asking for the public's help in identifying the 3 people you see in the video on your screen. A press release from the marshal's office says the video is from an incident that happened on August 30th where the home was damaged by fire, and they believe it to be a result of arson. The video you're watching now shows 2 men and 1 woman in a white van on the property when the fire started. If you watch closely, you can see smoke coming from the back of the building as those 3 get into the van. If you have any information, you're asked to contact the West Virginia Fire Marshal Arson Hotline. Another developing story and some more security footage, this time released out of Taylor County. Grafton police releasing the video of a vehicle that they believe is involved with an armed robbery that happened on Monday. The suspect in the robbery was described as a man in his 50s or 60s, short pepper-colored hair, around 6 foot tall, about 170 to 190 pounds, and was seen wearing a gray hooded sweatshirt and faded jeans. If you recognize this car or have any information that could lead to an arrest, you're asked to call the Grafton Police Department. Well, it has been a hot last couple of days, and I don't believe it's over. Colleen Campbell joins us with the very latest from the monitor here, and she'll have an update. Colleen, is it going to be hot again like this tomorrow?
Yeah, that heat is carrying on. We might go down just a few degrees, but not by much. We're not getting much relief here. Now in Morgantown, here we are on our weather cam. Remember, we just had that rain move through not too long ago, so we did cool down just a hair thanks to that rain. Now we are in those upper 70s, but as we go into tonight, it will be another muggy night outside, and that sun was just shining bright a minute ago. Now a couple clouds have filtered in since that time. Those winds are coming out of the east at 5 miles per hour. As we look on our radar right now, that Mon County is cleared out, but Marion County, you guys are starting to see that rain trickle in. Not too much heavy stuff going on there, but it is out there. And same thing with Preston County. This cell has been very stubborn, taking its jolly old time, making its way out to the east. And then down by Randolph County, Elkins, you guys are getting some rain right now. I actually just had a viewer say, yippee, because it's been a little dry. But as we go into tonight, yeah, it's looking pretty warm, 70s on the board.
A neighborhood crime alert now out of Upshur County, where police are looking into several car break-ins, some by West Virginia Wesleyan College. WDTV's Rachel Ramsey's in studio with more on the investigation and why students are nervous about their own cars. Rachel.
Cynthia, officials say that several cars were broken into over the last couple of weeks. Now, officials say they have some possible suspects and that they are still investigating the case. Now, some of those break-ins were throughout the city, but most of them were around West Virginia Wesleyan College. Because of the break-ins, students say they are nervous, not only for their cars, but for their safety as well.
You get a little nervous that it's going to happen to your car. I really don't like that there's not any lights over there. Like, it's just pitch dark, so I don't like to walk out there to actually check.
Chief Gregory says to always remember to take anything valuable out of your car and to make sure you lock it every time. For 5 News, I'm Rachel Ramsey, keeping you connected in Upshur County.
Good advice. Thank you, Rachel. Chief Gregory says that if anyone sees any suspicious activity, urged to call the Buchanan Police Department. A man has been arrested in Webster County after troopers say he allegedly sexually assaulted a 13-year-old girl. Troopers say Charles Riffle sexually assaulted the girl on August 23rd in his home. Then he admitted that on August 26th, he took the girl from school to his home and sexually assaulted her again. Riffle's been charged with third-degree sexual assault. Brandon Kress has been arrested in Granville for allegedly shooting a pistol in the direction of a vehicle. Police say after getting in an argument with his girlfriend, Kress allegedly pulled out the pistol, raised it to his right at an angle, and fired once. When Kress allegedly fired the shot, police say a vehicle was going in the direction the shot was fired. Kress has been charged with wanton endangerment, including a firearm. He's set to appear in court on Friday. What do you tip when you eat out? In about 3 minutes, a new study is saying that, depending on who you are, could determine how much you tip your server. Plus, 2 people have been sent to the hospital and a vehicle badly damaged after an accident in Harrison County. More on that in about 7 minutes.
We're just days away from the weekend beginning, but it might not be a dry start. I'll tell you more around 6:18.